Hola, solid wisdom and intuition. Where do you hail from? Where are you from? Hi, Dreamweaver. Hello, Desiree Foster. Thank you. Hello, Serena. So we're here to do Sagittarius for the month of July. But just wait for a few more people to come into the room. You're from Houston. I hear it's hot down there right now. Hi, Lynn. 2011-ish. Watertown. Watertown. Yeah, New York. You're just down the road a bit. It's good to see you here, Dreamweaver. Hi, Diane. Hey, Tony. And Robin from Vermont. It's wonderful. Hello, Lynn 2011-ish from Tucson. Just outside Chicago. All right. Oh, thank you, Solid Wisdom and Intuition. I bet. Oh my goodness. We don't get that kind of heat here usually, and when we do, man, I run, I hide. I can't handle the extreme heat. I can't breathe. Hello, Goldilocks, 61 from Florida. Hello, Elizabeth Perez from the Bronx, New York City, all the way from New York. Okay. Yes, Diane, if you're in Halifax, you're pretty much getting the same stuff we are. It's just been rain. A lot of rain. Yeah, best like the color green if you live rural. And you get a lot of rain because everywhere you look it's green. It's not a bad color, mind you. Okay. I am going to put the smudge up. We'll get started here. We're in 3 minutes, so we'll get a nice little smudge going for everybody. Where'd my feather go? There it is. There it is. All right. The cedar I'm using in this is very fresh and makes it hard to burn. I'm getting some dark stuff. You know what that is? That's the birch. I'm gonna have to clean my light colors like that. I'm putting up these smudges. If anything burns black, you don't notice it at first. You go to wash it, and then it's wow. That's just a bit of birch I threw in there. It's the only drawback to it. Everything else burns really nice and clean. Sure smells good. Oh, I've got to smudge my cards. You guys are my last reading for tonight. Because we are, what, after midnight? Yeah, 12/12. 12/12. That's where we're at right now. You guys will be my last reading for the night. That'll make half the readings done. And I'll work the next day or so on the rest. That's a little better. Gotta smudge the cards. There we go. There we go. Nice. And Lilith, it's your last one of the tonight. Start fresh. There we go. And for everybody else, There we go, and that'll smudge along and smolder along for the next little bit. We've got on and off rain here. And we're coming down to the end of the month. There was a June bug here buzzing against the screen a few minutes ago. It's the only one I've seen all night, though. But then it's been raining, so it's nice. I've got the window open. It's not cold. So how are we going here? Okay. Yeah. Yes, my son was there, and he did. He said it was pretty good. It was nice. He enjoyed the whole weekend down there. Yeah, hurricane season. Oh, Goldilocks. Yeah. Your hurricanes usually travel up this far, too. We get the tail ends normally. Lots of rain in Quebec. Okay. Everything's green here right now. Very green from all the rain we've had. Oh, hi, Jodeci from Holland. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 12:12 is like, yeah, that's the time. We're now 12:14. When numbers smash up like that, you get repetitive numbers. It's all got to do with numerology and that kind of a thing. You're welcome, Lynn. They're predicting thunderstorms tonight for here as well, Heather. Yeah, possibility of thunder and lightning. Had some thunder this morning. I woke up to it right at daybreak. Bonjour, Freja, Furtado. Ah, Australia. Okay, Lee, what's your temperature there right now? You're in the dead of winter. What is your temperature there right now, Lee Cropley? Ah, Frasier, 5:14 a.m. Wow, the time differences. And 12:12 is your birthday, is it, Goldilocks? That's cool. Oh, I sent it there, did I, Heather? Okay. Hello from across the pond from Bedford, Nova Scotia. How you doing, Constance? 8 degrees. Is that Celsius? Lee? Celsius or Fahrenheit? That's probably Celsius, and that is cool. I'm surprised that it got that cool. Wow. Yeah. That's no heat wave. Wow. You drop a couple more disease. I was going to say more degrees. You're going to have to be seeing the white stuff coming down. Eight degrees is disrespectful. Hi, Joel. 12:12. Yeah. Really? That is. I thought it was a little low too. Um, 30 degrees in Paris. Oh my goodness. It's snowing in some parts of Australia. That's amazing. Hi, Anthea. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling. The beauty about these live sessions, you can always come back and watch. You have to excuse me if I cough and sniffle. I have a cold. This is for Sag for July 2019. It's a general public reading. What's up for Sag for July? Summer 2019. I bring some guidance and some insight and some heads up. And we appeal to the masses, so try to cover as many as we can. It is a general reading. Some of this may not resonate with you. For those that are new. Thank you very much, Deborah. I'm glad that you do. I'm glad that you do. I can't drink alcohol. I'm diabetic, and if alcohol is poisoning to someone like me, and my pancreas is really weak, so a shot of alcohol could put me on my ass for a couple of weeks. I'm not kidding you. It just can't handle alcohol at all. But I've been into the, I went and bought some ginger root, and I grated some of that up and put it in tea with honey as well. And I have lemon here as well. Thank you very much. Hello from New Orleans. Hello, Viva. Vij. Some basil tea with honey, yeah, maybe. I'm so funny when it comes to my teas. I don't drink chamomile. I like it just an old-fashioned cup of tea. That's the type of person I am. Just an old-fashioned cup of tea. I drink King Cole. It's orange pekoe. It's just regular tea. You put some honey in it and some ginger, and that's about as exotic as my teas get. And it's for medicinal purposes. I wouldn't sit down to just drink that just because. My evening's over. For me, it's 12:20 a.m. We're coming into the morning hours now. Really, Jade? Welcome. Welcome to Canada. That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. I'm going to consult with Lilith and see if these are your cards, Sagittarius. Lilith, this is text stands. Are the top 5 cards that are meant for this free general public reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of July in this year of 2019. Of the top 5 cards, the cards that are going to bring the best indicators of the 78 cards of the top 5 cards, going to be the appropriate cards for this 5-card spread. I've got a nice healthy yes from her. She's not swaying into a no or even a maybe. It's yet definitely yes. These are your cards. Wonderful. Thank you, Lilith. You may rest. You may rest, my dear. Oh my goodness, I'm all tangled up. I'm just a train wreck ready to happen. All right. I'm going to pull the camera down. I got to switch over to my own screen here so I can see better what I'm doing. There we go. There's a bit of a delay for me in the screen where you guys are. That popped back over here from the source, and it's real time. There's no delays or anything like that. All right. Okay. Very first card, your overall energy for July, Sagittarius. Nice one. The 9 of Pentacles and gratitude. Nice card to have. All right. Next card, your wealth and finances. What are you doing showing up there? Page of Swords and gossip. Third card, your heart. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Within the home, relationships, family. My number 1 card. I love him. The Magician. It's so empowering. Number 4, your challenges, should there be any in July? We're looking at the 3 of Wands. Motivation. And the next card, your last card, card number 5, is your message from Spirit. And we've got the 2 of Swords and Crossroads. In this, ladies and gentlemen, this is your spread. for July. Wow. I'm just looking here. The Nine of Pentacles, and this being your overall energy, it lessens the degree of this asshole. I'm sorry. This card, we'll say. The rest are okay. That's your only stumbling block is right here. This is fantastic. This is a great card to have land in a reading anywheres. It's truly, truly a wonderful card. This is a card of find you enjoying the month of July. Maybe some of you are taking your summer vacations during the month of July. We could be looking at that because this is a card of indulgence and not being afraid to indulge. This is a card of fun, relaxation, leisure, maybe a little bit of luxury, spending more money than you normally would on you, on the situation, on the time, on wherever it is that you are at that time. You're not going to be afraid to spend extra money and indulge a little bit. Some of you are going to commit into some money. Maybe this is tax returns. I know for some of you, we're already beyond that time, but for others, the laggers, maybe there's money coming in from somewhere. And it's going to enable you to, for those of you that have been working on your house, your home, even your apartment, doesn't matter where you live, looking to improve it and spiff it up, paint, some new touches, anything like this. Some of you are going to be into that. You'll be into improving your personal space in one form or another. But that's what it's going to be about. Some of you may find yourselves gardening. If you're not used to gardening, get used to it. Somebody may be trying out having a garden this year. Some of you may be extending your garden. Some of you may be going from either vegetable gardens to flower gardens and adding that on, or vice versa, the other way around. This just sees a really July. You hear that term, the lazy, hazy days of summer, and it's a song. It's not so much a song, but it's what that what kind of a picture that brings, the lazy, hazy days of summer. And for some of you Sagittarius, it's going to be a summer that you'll remember. The month of July is about that. It's about refreshing your mind, your body, your soul. It's about slowing down. It's taking things easy. It's all about putting around in the garden, getting on your hands and getting your hands involved, and getting them, digging them into the earth, pulling weeds, spending quiet moments like this. Very Zen-like, we'll say. Very, very Zen-like. And those early summer evenings, for those lucky enough to have a front porch with the swinging the swinging chairs, and spending nights like that, having a cold beer, watching the sun goes down, or a cold lemonade, after a long warm day of working in the yard or working on your house. This is the time you sit, and this is your payback. Being in that moment. I'm sorry, guys. Just a minute. You get carried away. There we go. There's moments during the month of July that you find yourself in. And it's a very easy, like I said, that picture that I just tried to show you, as sitting on a front porch swing, just taking it in. The temperatures are cooling. It's been a hot, dry day, and temperatures are cooling. And there's a bit of a breeze. You're having a nice cold drink at the end of the day. It's not quite dark. Moments like that you're capturing, you're feeling really, really good about them. These are feel-good moments. They don't come along all the time. As some of you may live in a populated neighborhood and doing the same thing. Some of you living rural. As somebody in Canada and Saskatchewan, it's so flat they can watch their dog run away for 3 days. before they lose sight of them. You know, it's a joke with, you know, the flatlands out there. So, and I kind of can say that because I was born on that part of the country, and I ended up growing up on the other side of the country. So it's just a joke. But the hazy days of summer, feeling somebody out there is feeling very accomplished and satisfied, because I see somebody doing that, taking in the summer evening. It's really comfortable now. It's been a hot, sweaty day, and you worked hard all day, and you're sitting there and you're feeling very, very accomplished, feeling very satisfied with your life. Somebody may have just come through some upheavals. Things are finally starting to settle down for you. This is a wonderful thing with this card, and you're feeling an awful lot of gratitude to be in the moment. For those of you waiting for this, this is coming for you. There will be a calming period. Very much so. You're being encouraged at this time during the month of July to maybe think about doing some of your favorite things, whatever your pursuits are in life, whatever brings you joy and happiness, and spending that time, passing that time, things that you enjoy doing. Some of you will be looking into that, feeding yourself and nurturing yourself a little bit more. Some inspiration going on there as well, picking up on that. You're finding your comfort zone. This summer, July, you're going to be almost like a zen going on for the month of July. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Going to be feeling safe, protected, secure, and this feeling of comfort, satisfaction, contentment, feeling fulfilled. What beautiful feelings for you to be having. I wish this for all of you. I do, no matter where you're at right now. I wish this for all of you. Some of you are going to be feeling wealthy in time and money. You're really loving your home. A lot of tension's going into your home and your home life. Some of you will be redecorating your home, something that's small. Maybe you live in an apartment and you'll be redecorating it, rearranging things, rearranging the furniture. And share that with the people that you care about as well. Have them over some Sunday afternoon for tea and crumpets. We've been getting this card a lot, and the same messages comes through, is to share your moments with the people that you care about in any way you feel comfortable doing. But you're going to want some feedback. You're going to see what people think. What are people going to think of the new kitchen and the new living room? I fixed it up. I painted. I used some different colors. I used color. What's everybody going to think? And it should be interesting and fun for you as well. This is something very fun, being a little daring. Advice of this card for you Sagittarius is devote more time and money into your interest and into your home. Become the center of your own world for a change. That's a bit of advice coming here too. Put yourself in the middle of your own world for a change. And a little nudge for you to appreciate all the good things in life and where you are right now. It doesn't matter how small. Be grateful, equally grateful. Your keywords here are luxury and leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, and wanting to share these beautiful moments with others. So generosity is up there as well. This is your overall energy. One of the smoothness, one of warmth, one of ease. There's no bombs going off in your life, put it that way. There's no bombs going off anywhere in your life for the majority of you for the month of July. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And If you could have moments of perfection in your life, they're going to happen during July, during those special moments. For some, it'll be profound, because nines are about, they're about over the top. Things get intense. Even the good stuff can become intense, but in a good way. I don't know if any of that makes any sense to any of you, but that's what's coming forward. This is a really feel-good card for you guys. Really feel good. The next card we're looking at here, Page of Swords. What the heck? So this is in your finances and your wealth we're looking at here. What are you doing here? This page, yes, they bring messages. The bearers of news. They also collect information. They, this page has a secret agenda. Somebody around you, could be, this isn't for everybody, a few. There's somebody in your life that you really have to keep a sharp eye on. Quietly, keep a sharp, don't let them know you're watching. Listen to your spidey senses if they start to tingle. And something feels, or somebody feels wrong. Something feels wrong. Your spidey senses go off and say, there's something wrong here. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this situation? It's this person here. There's somebody close by that you shouldn't be trusting too much. Give them small things to do. Feed them bits of information. Whatever. Why is this person doing that? They've got a secret agenda. And this person, he's like a damn junkyard dog. He'll walk up wagging his tail and flashing his pearly whites. And the second you let your guard down, a big bite, a big snap comes along. They're underhanded. Everything with this person is about self-interest. Who does that sound like to you? There's somebody there in your life, and everything's all about them. It's always all about them. To recognize this person, the traits are, they're very witty, they're very charming. They love being the center of attention. That should be a big flag right there for somebody. They love to have the spotlight put on them. You may need to sign some documents to do with a legal matter through this month for some of you. I don't know what this is. I'm hearing a job contract for somebody that legalizes everything. Just watch what you're signing. Read everything thoroughly. Any questions, you bring it back to the people on the other side of it. Get them to clarify what you're not sure about. Because the advice of the card is to be very clear in all your communications to avoid any, excuse me, oh, excuse me, any misunderstandings in legal matters. You don't want that. The keywords for this card, the complaints and back chat. Complaints and back chat, backstabbing, bitchiness, cutting words, legal issues, paperwork. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I don't usually go on teasing sprees. For somebody may be getting some kind of complaint through their job, a complaint at work of some kind. Don't let that go by the wayside. You need to take care of that, because you don't want, right now with all these wonderful energies from your first card, the Nine of Pentacles, you don't want anything muddling that up, and you don't want anything hanging on. When stuff like this comes up, be Johnny on the spot. Take care of it right away so you can go back to that restful Zen-like state that you're finding yourself in during the month of July. You don't need anything gnawing at the back of your brain. You nip things right in the bud for the month of July. Don't put up with this pissing around stuff and putting things off. I'm a bad one for that, and things that just niggle at me and niggle at me and niggle at me, like I almost drive myself crazy. Especially the more unpleasant it is, the faster you get that taken care of, the happier you'll find yourself and you'll find your happy place again. This whole reading is kind of about that. It's building and constructing your happy places in life. So you got to watch other people, because there's somebody there that you can't trust. And most of that, they're spreading gossip. They're saying things that aren't true, maybe. They're implying things to other people. They're implying things. They know how to plant seeds. So you got to watch out for that person and be on top of them, and you give them what for. It's that simple. The next card we have within the family sector in your relationships is the Magician and Manifestation. This is a beautiful card for you. I just love him. I love this card because it brings us to our own inner power. It puts us in the driver's seat. We realize how much control and how much power we have over the direction that we're taking in our life. Yes, destiny comes into play. Absolutely. Destiny will give you nudges, right? Go here, go that way. I want you to go that way. It's going to be better. And you're going, but I don't want to go that way. Why do I keep getting prompted to go that way when what I really want to do is go this way? Well, you know what? That's where free will comes in. Destiny's done what it's done to make it easier for you. But for some reason, somebody's saying, I want to go ahead and go that way. You'll still get to where you're going. Your experience along the way, the journey itself will be quite different than what destiny had laid out for you. But here, the joke is on all of us. It doesn't matter which way, which trails we take to go around getting to where we want to be. You're still going to arrive in the exact same place that was predestined for you. All right? I believe that. So, the joke's on us. We may think we're going that way and doing things our way, but in the end, we're ending up exactly where we're meant to be. He wants you to go into yourself and see how much you're capable of. What is it that you're capable of? He wants you to examine that. What is it I'm capable of? What am I good at? What should I try to improve on? What should I just let go? We're doing a lot of introspection. There's a lot of that going on with this card. It's seeing for real what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and we build from there. If you have things you want to make happen, if you have things you want to bring to you, things you want to be, things that you're focused on, things that are occupying your mind, if you start out now to bring these things to yourself, to bring the completion, to go after these things, he's telling you now's the time is right. And not only that, that the energy's coming into your picture of your life. Everything is being provided for you. We've got the cups, which represent love and emotions. So if your issues are along those lines, you're not alone. You've got the tools to deal with that. If things are about business, about practical things in your life, about passion maybe, fire, risk-taking, and businesses, you've got the proper tool for that as well. You've got the wands, the staves, the sticks, the rods, whatever you like to call them. When it comes down to making some decisions and some choices in your life, you've got the air signs. You've got the swords. The swords are all about what's going on in our minds, decisions that have to be made, options that have to be weighed and considered, things that need to be considered. There's a lot going on up there, but you've got the proper tools. All right? And the final is your pentacles, deniers, cups, not cups, but deniers and coins, whichever you'd like to look at it, whatever you call them. All the tools are there, like all four seasons of life, your summer, your winter, your spring, and your fall. Here's the four tools that match up as well. But now, the conditions are perfect for you to move forth and start to implement some of these things that you've been maybe just daydreaming about. Do you have anything to lose by executing some of these things? Well, if you got something to lose, you should really take your time and think about what it is you're doing. But if you say, well, no, not really, maybe my pride a little bit, but really I've got nothing to lose, then what are you waiting for? What are you holding back for? This could turn out to be something fantastic for you. Something fantastic. Because of this card, it's a great card. Now's the time for you to attract the things that you want to bring to you in your life. Get on board with the universe, your creator, whatever you would like to refer to as the source. What is your source and your higher power? And have an intimate relationship. Open it up. The way you never open with another human being is between you and the universe. And open yourself up emotionally. And put on all the details of what it is you're bringing to yourself. Again, I repeat this a lot. Do not use the words need. Do not use the words want or lack. Anything with a negative tone to it like that. When you say, I need this, bring this to me. I'm lacking this in my life. I want this. The universe hears sometimes literally, oh, okay, I can do that. Buff, there's more want in your life. Buff, there's more need in your life. And if you thought you had lack before, you really got lack now. So you got to be, and the more details and the more passion, emotions, everything with manifesting. I'm telling you right now, man, I'm telling you. Emotions are everything. You got to open yourself up like you've never opened before. You can't hide from the universe anyway. So you might as well be the open book. Open everything. Become vulnerable to the universe and lay yourself out there and say, here's something that I want to bring to me. Bring this to me. Here it is. Here are the details of what's coming to me that I'm asking you to bring to me. And you put in as many details. The more you do and the more emotion involved, things can happen overnight. I kid you not. I kid you not. Don't ever, ever doubt it. Don't ever doubt it. Right now, the way the energies are with this card, your creative flow is very full. It's very, very healthy. It's very, very strong. And don't be afraid to become creative, okay? All your methods of communication as well are going to pick up. Things are going to start, it's like everything's getting a high energy boost. Your phone calls and text messages and emails, and knocks on the door and agreed to meeting, everything's going to pick up and start getting very, very busy with you. In the best of ways, though. This is good that you're going to get busy for a little bit. Don't worry, you're going to get to go back to the lady of leisure or the man of leisure and luxury and all that stuff. But things are going to get a little busy for a little while, especially on the home front, on your most personal aspects of your life. You do have a lot of support for the efforts that you're putting in through the month of July as well. You got a lot of support. People see what you're trying to do and they're willing to come forth and they're willing to help you with it. You're very lucky. The advice of this card is, now is the time to take action, to put things to right, to set your home life up the way you want it set up, smooth over any bumps that are going on at home. Anything you put your true heart in and you're sincere about, you're going to meet with success, as long as you're sincere. Your keywords are new enterprises and money, communications, creativity, travel, and support. A good, strong home life here, worth fighting for, worth working for, bringing peace and harmony within to the home as well. There's a good balance going on there. Now, the Three of Wands, it is being your challenges for the month of July. I don't really see this other than we've got the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. This is a three. Threes are they're very exalted. They're a very spiritual card. They're a very powerful card. That number, not the card, it's the number. Anytime threes come in, and we've got the Three of Wands here. So we've got fire represented, high energy represented, like I mean over the top. Things getting crazy. When I just told you communications there, that's where a lot of activity is going on. You're dealing with a lot of people. In parts of July, there's a lot of interaction going on with other people. This card's on your side. I feel somebody being a little stubborn and saying, but I don't want to do all this interacting with people. I like that leisure and relaxation stuff. Yeah, I want to go back to just that and stay there. So somebody's kind of going, kicking and screaming with all this communications going on, and people wanting you, wanting to converse with you, wanting to interact with you, and you're going, but I don't, I love them, but leave me alone. I just want to indulge in all these beautiful things. Why do I have to deal with the outside world? Well, just because you do. That's the way things are playing out for you. So a little bit of stubbornness going on there. But this card, the whole basis of this card is motivation. It's finding a reason to get up in the morning. It's finding a reason to get through your days. It's finding the reason to make these priority lists or bucket list as well. There's a lot of energy and enthusiasm with this card. And that's just about every area of your life. And love, for those in the market, is predicting a brand new relationship that may be coming up upon you. So if you're looking for love, keep your eyes open, your ears open. Love may find you after all. And summer love. Is there any better love? The only other time of year where it's romantic is Christmas. Having a new love at Christmas, having a new love over summer, the summer of love for some of you. Won't that be a beautiful thing? There's going to be celebrations, speaking about celebrating love. And some of those celebrations revolve around engagements for some of you, followed by weddings. Congratulations for those this applies to. If you're planning on doing any traveling in July as well, this card's a brilliant card for traveling as well. It's also a brilliant card for experiencing and exposing yourself to the arts, the world of arts. And yes, there could be some sporting events coming up during the month of July that some of you are waiting for. I am not a sporting enthusiast. I used to play sports when I was a teenager. But sitting and watching games, unless they hit me personally for some reason, no. Sports on TV. Sorry, sports lovers. Gag me. I'm sorry. I don't. It makes my skin crawl. I could think of a million other places I'd rather be than parked in front of a TV watching 6 hours of football. No, it's just not my cup of tea. No. You take me out for 6 hours in nature. Oh, now we're talking. Right? That sort of a thing. I know I probably turned a lot of people off with that, but I don't like it being a sideliner with sports. I don't like it. I don't blame people that do. That's their likes. It's just not mine. I don't think there's anything wrong with people like that either. I'm not saying anything like that. But for me, and sports lovers are going, there's something wrong with you. A friend of mine said one time, he couldn't believe it. He's an American. He said, what do you mean you don't watch hockey, the Stanley Cup and all that stuff? I said, I don't. He's all but screamed at me, but you're a Canadian. What are you talking about? They were blown away. I said, not all Canadians are hockey fanatics. We're just not. Sorry, but we're not. And I'm one of them, He thought that was sacrilege. He really did. Thought that was just shameful. I thought it was funny as hell. That's why I won't ever, if I was to have another relationship, it's not going to be with a sports fan. I'll tell you that right now. It's somebody that they're into it all. They're into the hockey, the baseball, the football, and Lord knows what else. So every weekend, holidays, the weekends are filled with the TV blaring, And those sports commentators talking 5 miles an hour. No. No. But there are going to be some sports events for somebody out there. Good luck with that. Enjoy yourself. A dynamic attitude. Keeping an open mind. Getting ready to shift gears at last minute. You're going to find your greatest results by being more open and flexible than, say, somebody like me would with sports people around. I wouldn't be very flexible. I would. You, on the other hand, Sagittarius, you're going to be that middle of the road person. Say, well, I can go either way. It doesn't matter to me. It's all good as far as what I can see. This is fine. Not making any waves, not rocking the boat. Open to change, open to different viewpoints and suggestions and these kinds of things, which brings a lot more peace into your life as well. The more of that indulgence, that feel-good stuff. But having a dynamic attitude will bring you wonderful results. It truly will. Finding unusual ways as well, because it's about practical things. If you've got practical problems, find practical solutions to practical problems. Don't inflate things that aren't quite right and you're trying to fix. Don't inflate them, make them more than what they are. Remain realistic. Don't lose your nerve. Watch your temperament. And tell yourself, what's the final picture on this situation? Is you're going to get to the end of it. It's not going to dominate your every moment of every part of your life, no matter what it is. You're going to get on top of it and you will deal with it. You will solve problems as they come. But you know what? If you use unusual ways and think outside the box to solve some dilemmas, when you do, it's going to bring you other successes are going to fall into place. And don't be afraid to be creative as well when you're trying to get your message across to other people. Speaking a language other people understand. Oh my God. There's going to be another one. I never sneeze once. It's always twice. The advice of the card is to think laterally. Think laterally. And try new ways to fire up imaginations and communication. Become more creative. Think outside the box. Do some sideways thinking, which to me, it's like trying things that have never been tried before. Be brave. Why not? If you can afford to do that in any way, shape, or form, then do it. Travel. Relationships. Freedom and openness, weddings, originality, success, the arts, and sports are all keywords that go along with this card. And pay attention to the keywords. They're there for a reason. The advice is there for a reason. Don't be afraid to be genuine and original. Be able to laugh at yourself if something doesn't work out and say, well, I had to try that. It was just a thought. So now there's one thing we can strike off that isn't going to work. Move on to something else so that you can get back into your happy place as quickly as you can. That's a pretty dynamic card within itself. It really is. Now we're looking at the final card, and it's a Two of Swords, finding yourself at a crossroads. Here's the thing. There's a decision to be made. You can only go one way. You can't go both ways. And you look at these swords, and they're both equal in every way, every shape, every form. They are equal in power and in presence as well. This card shows a decision has to be made here for you, Sagittarius. It could affect your life in a daily way. Some of you may have to move for work, but you don't have to. It's a choice. It's a decision. Do I stay or do I go now? Right? Some of these, you know, you're sitting there and you've got a set of scales and you're weighing your options, is what you're doing. You're afraid to turn down the wrong road and make the wrong choice or make the wrong decision. You'll find yourself in conflict. The reason being is because there's no right or wrong choice. Not one's good, one's bad. It isn't like that. It's what is right to fit you. What is the right choice for you? What is the right decision for you? There's really no winner or no loser. It's just what is the right way for you to go. You need to walk away. When it comes to heavy decisions, your perspective can be blocked. You're too close to something to make a clear, concrete, conscious decision. So you need to back up a little bit. You need to kind of like let it lay, walk away, refocus on some other things that are going on. Come back and you've got a fresh perspective now, and you may see a clue that's just one hair off between the two choices. And the clue was obvious the whole time, but you were too close. You were clueless. You were blinded to any of the obvious stuff. You come back and you go, wow, now that's going to change the water on the beans. I know which way I'm going to go now. And you do. You've looked at the bigger picture. You've examined each option. You've looked at the beginning. You've looked at the journey and the final destination. So there's something here that you have to grab hold of, and a decision has to be made in a choice like this. You can't not make a decision. You can't walk away and turn your back on it. You've got to make a choice. There's some choices coming up. It's going to affect your life overall on a daily basis. Some of your keywords here in the final words in your reading are doubt, uncertainty, feeling in a stalemate because you're feeling stuck, indecision, and shock. Or it's not shock, but stuck. I'm sorry. Introspection. Remember, whatever your choice is not leading you down a bad road or up a good road. It's not like that. This is about making a choice in your life that's going to change your life. And is it what you want? Is this what you really, really want? This will be a serious decision, but not an over-top one. Because of your first card. And because you got the Magician as well, you're in the control. You're in the, you're in the driver's seat of your life. Do you want to move? Do you want to switch jobs? Do you want to move in relation to a new job? Do you want to give up what you had for something else? Are you open to the new? Are you enthusiastic about the changes? Don't be afraid to make a choice, because you have to. You do have to make a choice, but you don't have to fear it. And you don't have to be afraid of it. I'm going to stop that right there. Where are we? They're all almost an hour long. This is awful. I'm sorry, everybody. But anyways, I'm going to switch back over here where I can see what's going on in the live dashboard. There we go. Hi, everybody. You're very welcome, Kay. Welcome to the group as well. D. Veritas, thank you very much. Do you, Michelle? I don't know what happened to me. I just went on a bit of a freak there. I'm glad I got your reading though, Michelle. I'm glad that's done for you. This one's Sagittarius, but that's okay. The Scorpio's done. Is that right? Twice you've tried to come in? I was sneezing both times. Oh my God. Yes. And Olha want to go, and people want me to stay. but I am going. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You're welcome, Joel. You're very welcome, Heather. Miss Me is Rock. Yeah, there's changes. You tried coming in quietly, did you? Were you sneezing, Michelle? Give yourself away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So we're at 55 minutes now for the Sagittarius reading. This is just crazy, the length. They are longer because I chat a little bit in the beginning and the end. There's no need anybody getting mad about the reading starting because all the timestamps when the readings begin are being put on the front of each video so you know. If you don't want to listen to chit-chat in the beginning, you don't care about the smudge, move right into the reading. The timestamps will be there. I'm putting them at the top. I'm pinning them to the top of comments. Right there is where they're all being left, wherever the time that the reading begins. And I'm pinning underneath each video window. So, yeah, I caught you. I seen you sneaking by, Michelle. You're too flippin' tall. Who could miss you? You're welcome, Tony. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Desiree. You're ready for change. That's good. We should always be ready for change. Right on, Brand. High five to you, sister. Get some Jack Daniels in the tea. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't. It sounds really good, but I'm not able to do that. Yeah, there are positive changes coming, Carol. That's good, Carol. I'm glad you enjoy them. Hi, Jennifer. That's wonderful. Yeah, I had somebody ask me on a live reading, Michelle. They said, what delicious candle are you burning tonight? I said, they're so tied up with their kids and their life and school's out for summer. I said, they didn't bring me any. I said, and I don't have anything here to fake it with. I don't have any intuitive candle that I can actually get lit for another reading. There's nothing there, so. Yeah, your Scorpio reading is all done. Well, you know where I live. You know where I live. I'm sure you'll have a candle here before the mid-July reading, so that'll be all right. You're welcome, ALR. How much are the candles? I'm trying to say your first name. Akashic. Akashic? Akashic. The reading, you'll have to ask Michelle. I know you do. Michelle, Ashikit Affirmations wants to know how much candles are. You can give them a more accurate price. Because I don't sell the candles. I just promote them. And I don't like to assume that they are a certain price. So if you could pop it on there somehow, Michelle, what the candles are going for. They're running a 30, not 30, they're running a special. You get 10% off your order. If you use a promo code BOFF10. And I will tell you that their site that you go to purchase all their candles and everything is www.intuitivecandles.com. So. Yes, go to their site. If I can show it, there we go. Oh, a message got deleted, but go to into here. I'll write it out. I'll write it out. No, there it is again. She's trying to put it. I do get for free. I get to keep the candle and the gifts that are inside them. That's what I get out of it. Okay, I'll just put it here. Michelle probably will too. www. There we go. I think I spelled it right. You're welcome, Michelle. So go to their site. You'll be able to see their prices and what they have to offer. And they are soy-based candles. They're absolutely beautiful. I'll show you one, the size, okay? These are empty. There's no candles in them. I've got broken bits of wax in them. But here, this one here was Cherry Almond. It was one of their new scents they introduced for spring. I got to go back into my own screen so I can make sure I'm holding this up right. There we go. There we go. And that's the candle there. There's a 40-hour plus. Michelle had, I think it was a Dragon Slayer candle burning one night, and she said it lasted for 48 hours. These are double wicked. So you get 2 wicks on each one. Soy based 100%. And the wax melts down and you're left with absolutely beautiful reveals. And mine are all put away in a bag. I actually cleaned my corner up, Michelle. I got it out the whole corner. So everything looks a lot neater. But here they are here. 40-hour clean burn. And they clean up easy. Should you have spillage for some reason, if it gets on your clothes or it gets on a table or a piece of furniture, just a warm, wet cloth to wipe up spillage. With a little bit of soap, dish soap. Wipes right up. It's not like paraffin wax. Paraffin wax, you have to get out a chisel and a knife and try to break it up, and you'd never get it all up. These wash up well. Even if they're in your clothes, it's like they were never there after the laundry's done. You don't have to worry about it. The scents are beautiful. They've got a wide variety of scents as well. But remember, because you've learned about intuitive candles through this channel, to use that promo code BOFF10. Bay of Funny Fortunes and the number 10. And that'll get you 10% off your order. So let me see, where are we at now? What time are we at? Over an hour. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, we will do a live again eventually. Yeah. It is the first month. You're right. It's the first time in over 2 years. That's right. That is correct. Okay, we want to show. There we go. Yeah, $34.90. There you go. All right. I'm going to call it quits, guys, because everybody else will get mad because the video's too long. Anyways, I swear one of these nights I'm coming back. But that's it for tonight, so I'm at the halfway mark. I got 6 more to do. And then the readings are all done for the month. So, yes. You're very welcome, Akashic. And Lilith, yes. Linda. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to sign off for now. And you know what? With YouTube, it takes a few minutes before this is actually able to view. I'm learning that. That's something new I learned. I'm like, where's my video that I just did? I can't find my video. Kind of thing. So they take probably a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes before you can actually go and click on it, find it, see it, that kind of a thing. So you just have to be a little bit patient. That's all. So thank you very much, everybody. Love you a lot, Shell. Say hi to Robbie and the kids for me. All right, guys. Signing off. Keep the peace in. You can share that love and that light out with the rest of the world. And remember to watch your thoughts and watch your actions. You are living under the microscope of the universe, and notes are taken. And the minute you let that sink in, it could transform your whole life. The way you think to the way you live. Watch your thoughts. I'll say goodbye for now, guys. I'm going to head off to bed. My eyes are laying on my cheekbones. I can feel it. Goodbye for now, everybody. Good night, Linda. Good night, Anne-Marie. Good night, Miss Muse. Good night, Intuitive Candles. Michelle. Good night, Jennifer. I feel like I'm in, what's the name of that show? Walton's Mountain. Night, John Boy. Night, Elizabeth. Good night, everybody. Bye for now.